Guys, it's another Sunday today already. If you watched my previous video, you remember that I said that Sundays are bazaar day. That's when I usually go to do grocery shopping for the house. And today, since I woke up a little bit late at around 9, and small bazaars on Sundays function only until 9:30 because by that time all the good stuff is already sold out. So we've decided to come to a larger bazaar. This is the largest bazaar of Ganja, and not only in Ganja, I think in entire South Caucasian region. That's what I've heard. So I thought I'll bring you along with me and just show you around the place because it's big for Ganja. Like for our measurements, it's pretty big and pretty full. So let's go and see what they have over there. This week has been challenging in terms of the emotional toll it's taking on me and on my family members. A few weeks ago, we received very sad news about one of our relatives passing, a young man aged 27 who'd been battling with cancer for about 2.5 years. Unfortunately, he lost the battle and we lost him. So we had a trip to Baku, me and my parents. We urgently packed our stuff and went to Baku to say our final goodbyes to him. And needless to say that the entire environment was very sad. And I still feel it in me. I still feel it in my bones, in my energy, in my own mental state. Because when something like this happens to a very young person, full of life, full of energy, who had his entire life ahead of him, it's a bit difficult to accept it. And seeing his closest family members crying over his dead body, it's very challenging. But from one side, I'm glad that I was able to be there. I'm glad that I'm in Azerbaijan and I was able to go and share this sad moment with the rest of my family. Basically, we spent 3 days in Baku. According to Azerbaijani traditions, if a person dies, you need to be there for 3 days. The traditions in Baku are slightly different from the traditions in Ganja, because over here, we put a tent outside in front of the house of the person who passed away. There are special services, special people who you can call, and they come and they install the big tent in front of your house, and the tent can fit for about 100 people roughly. I'm giving you a rough number inside. So people go, they sit, they have tea, and they remember the person who passed away. They remember and they say good things about him. And then on third day, it's not just tea and sweets, just tea or halwa, it's also food. Depending on the family, right, what kind of food they decide to do. Usually it's rice, plov, we call it ash, rice with meat. Sometimes there are some other meat-based dishes, again, depending on the family. But in Baku, they don't put the tent outside. It takes place in a special hall, kind of like a restaurant, which is specifically designed for this kind of events. We call it Merasimevi, which translates as event hall. It's been already a few days since we came back. This vlog has been delayed actually. Because of that, I couldn't concentrate on editing or on filming on anything. As I said, it took quite an emotional toll on me. It made me reevaluate so many things in my life. I think about what truly is important for me. I think about all the times when I just got upset for small things and took my negativity on the people that I love, on the people who are very close to me, very, very dear to me. And all of that was for what? For meaningless small stuff, which actually doesn't mean anything in this life. Actually felt once again very grateful to myself for taking the decision to come back to Azerbaijan from the Maldives, giving myself a chance to spend time with my family. I've been away from them for way too long, and every single day that I'm spending here is like a gift which I gave to myself. Anyways, I don't want to stay in a sad note during this entire vlog. I don't want to talk too much about it. I need to get myself out of the state which I am right now, and I've already been doing it. I mean, I resumed going to gym, been making some changes in my diet as well. It's minimized sugar. I've always been a sugar lover. I have such a sweet tooth because I also feel like I need to lose a few kgs. I mentioned it, I think, in one of my previous vlogs, that when I started going to gym, I saw that my weight was 68 kilograms, which is a bit too much for me. I think that's the maximum point of weight that I've been, though I don't feel like it makes me look very bulky. Like, I don't feel very heavy, but I know that it's at least 5 to 6 kilograms more than my average weight. I feel more comfortable when I'm at the 60 to 62. So if I could go back to 60 or at least 62, then that would be great. I've already lost 2.5 kilograms. So I was 68. My starting weight was 68 and now it's 65.5. But I believe that is not the fat loss yet. I've minimized, as I said, my calorie intake. Sorry, I'm jumping from one thing to another. My thoughts are just spinning around my head, so please bear with me until I get to the end of the. I have implemented the calorie deficit method into my diet. So basically, I've done a calculation based on my height, weight, age, and physical activity, which is 3 times workout a week. And based on all of that, my average calories, balanced calorie amount is 2,200 calories. That is the amount of calories I need to take if I want to stay at the weight I am now. And on the contrary, if I want to lose weight, I need to go to the calorie deficit, which means that I need to consume less calories daily. All the formulas which I've stumbled upon on internet, they say that you need to reduce your calorie intake by 15%. So if I reduce my 2,200 calorie intake by 15%, that means that I need to eat around 1,700 calories daily. Because what I did before I actually calculated all this calorie situation within the last 10 days, I drastically minimized my calories. I think I was taking around 700 to 1,000 calories daily. Now once I did the calculation, I realized that it was a bit too much. So now I'm fixing it. Now I'm getting from 1,000 to 1,700 calories because I don't want to starve myself and I don't want to get any negative circumstances on my health. Once I minimized my calories so much, I lost 2.5 calories, but that was not fat. In the beginning of the calorie deficit, what happens is your body loses water, it loses the liquid. So that's what happened to me. I need to continue this method of eating in order for me to be able to start losing fat, and I need to do it in a very gentle way. Like, you're not supposed to lose weight too quickly. It's not good for you. Ideally, if you're losing weight, it should be 0.5 kilogram to 1 kilogram a week, not more than that. But obviously the main goal is to focus on healthy eating, because people say that if you're on calorie deficit, you can eat anything that you want, you can have sugar, you can have cakes, as long as your calories don't go above 1,700.
No.
I don't agree with that. I think it's so bad for your health. So you really need to be cautious about what you eat. Make sure to consume your protein, make sure to consume your vegetables and fruits. Don't overdo the sugar. On another positive note, I had a little hole. I was trying to make myself feel better, right? Because I've been feeling so down. Just went into the hole of the consumerism. I know it's not a very good thing to spend money just like that to make yourself feel better, but I felt like I needed that. I hadn't done any perfume and cosmetics shopping in a long time, so I went to Ganja Mall, to Arzum Beauty, and purchased some interesting stuff. So let me show you. I mean, if we start from the elephant in the room, that's the perfume, Moschino Toy Toy. It's a bubblegum perfume. I've read so many reviews about it. People say that it's just too much, it's too sweet, it's too rosy. I personally feel like it's amazing. Such a happy perfume. It's I wouldn't say that it's light, because it starts as a bubblegum, but then it slowly moves towards a very deep sweet rose scent. I got 100 ml so far, have not been disappointed in it. I love it. And I've also got a scented body lotion from Victoria's Secret. I've chosen it in such a way so that it complements the perfume which I got, and it does the job perfectly. It's such a summery It has such a summery scent, hints of mimosa, orange mimosa, pineapple. You can see that I'm not a fresh, light perfume kind of person. No, I like when the perfume is sweet, very much into your face. I like when you can feel the perfume several steps away, and I know that they say that it's a sign of a bad taste, but honestly, I don't care as long as the perfume makes me feel good. And then I've also got this little hand lotion. I've asked the lady, the consultant, to offer me something which is very rich, oily for my hands, because I feel like they tend to get dry, especially after I've washed the dishes, or like the water in Ganja is very rough, so you can see that after water procedures your skin gets quite dry. And she recommended this. Let's see, there was a big volume and a small one as well. I got a small one so that I can carry it around in my purse. It is actually quite rich in texture, like she didn't lie. It's not watery, but it's not a balm either, because if you see, the packaging says that it's a soothing balm, but it's not. A balm is supposed to be more like a butter, richer and oily in the texture, but it's not. It's definitely a cream, but once I apply it, I can feel that it's quite rich. And the next purchase was a necessity. I've been in need of this for a long time, but I never had time to go and purchase it. Cute tiny blenders, beauty blenders. I have a big size, a regular large size, which I use for my foundation. But the thing is that in summertime I don't use foundation at all, but I do use an under eye concealer. I needed something small that would fit under my eyes, and she has offered me this. I love the color and it feels quite soft actually. This is the regular size beauty blender. This is the one that I use for my face whenever I need to use foundation, and this is the small one compared to the regular one. I don't know if it actually expands when you put it under the water. I hope not, otherwise it might not fit under the eyes, but at a size like this it fits perfectly. The last purchase was also another item which I have run out. I had one which I ordered from iHerb. It was in a pink color. I don't remember the name of the brand. This time I purchased the one from Maison. I mean, you know that Arzum Beauty is quite big on Maison products. They recently launched a makeup collaboration with Maison as well. Obviously, when you ask for something, the first thing the beauty consultant offers you are Maison products. I keep it in the fridge so that in the morning when I wake up with a puffy face, I apply it on my face, and the cold from the patches kind of helps to depuff my face. These are actually the patches which I'm wearing on my face right now. It has a little spoon that comes together with the packaging, and this is what the patches look inside. And that's pretty much it. Only 5 things. Thank you. I'll see you later. Bye bye.